All right, welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Happy Friday! Happy Fortune Cookie Friday. We have fortune cookies today, and it's our fun Friday on the show. And it might get a little crazy today. I have some weird ideas today for the fun Friday episode, and maybe experiment try as a group. And I will say, it's an online gaming experiment for you can call it group throughput, right? How do you get through? You ever do the penny game where you do the penny game, teach people about throughput with the penny game? I'm going to do it with an online game. I'm not going to actually demonstrate the game, but I want to give this an offer as a thought process that you can maybe experiment with yourself as a coach or scrum master or as a team or whatever and have a little fun. So it's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. So bring more value to your customer, not work crazy hours, bring that value to the customer and have a little fun. Oh, and don't forget, last night, Anton's presentation on slicing work in his book, which I have here, The Art of Slicing Work, put out his interview last night. So that's out there for you to all to listen to. It's a good one. It talks about different aspects of it, different thought process behind slicing work and what he's done in his journey. Because it's always interesting to find out how people got where they are. So that's on. It's in podcast form. It's on all the social medias in video form. So it's out there and available for you to take a look at today. So on our Fortune Cookie Friday, and I'm going to make this quick because I got to go teach the kiddos. And actually, I'm going to experiment with the kiddos. So what I'm going to share with you is something I have not done, but I've been trying to think of something I got to do because apparently when we do the eclipse on Monday, they're going to let all the kids out earlier. So I'm like, okay, so what am I going to do? So here's an experiment. I'm trying to teach social interaction with the students as well as technology and how to interact with each other because I don't feel like they get enough. You don't get social interaction so much unless you do group projects and things. In a lot of the other classes. So here's my thought. Couple of phase approach. And I have not done this before. I'm going to put a caveat. This is something I haven't done. I'm going to do it over the next 2 days and see how it comes out and report back to you and how the experiment works. I will document the results. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. We'll see. I'll get the kids to help me out. So in the penny example, you do one penny at a time. And where you try to push all the pennies through at the same time and see how far you get to, right? And then you do it as a group and break it down in smaller bits of work. Well, in this example, what I'm suggesting is you want to see what type of interaction as a team works best. Is it a bunch of individuals playing the game by themselves separately without asking anybody for any help? One scenario. Second scenario is you have one person play the game and you have everyone on the team tell that person what to do. Which one is better? I'm getting there. So you got one where each individual plays the game. You got a second one where one person steers the game and everyone's telling them what to do. Kind of like when I watch people write requirements and they're all like, well, we'll have a requirement writer and someone will take notes. I'm like, why can't you all take notes? It's much quicker. That's my theory. And it's probably true. But this is the experiment. So you got one scenario, everyone plays the game. Second scenario, one person guides and everyone gives feedback in. And maybe a third scenario is maybe they do pairs, right? Or maybe they do 3 people at a time or 4 or whatever, and they all work together and they can talk to each other what to do next in the game. Maybe they're working on their own thing and they get together every once in a while and see how they progress. Something to think about. They come back and learn. You can do that with the video game. Boy, I could take this a whole nother different way too. I could have them do a retro on how they played the game, come back, see how it worked, see if they get better on the next game version, score more points. That'll be another one. Maybe I'll do that on Monday. But anyway, use the video games, have them play different ways, try different communications where each one's working an individual, one person's guiding it, everyone tells everyone what to do. You know, or one person's in charge and they can't do anything. There's lots of ways you can do this and a lot of scenarios, but I just want to share. I haven't done this yet, but it would be interesting. Do a simple game, something with simple scoring points that they can play. And then the question is, how do they get the most points, right? So I wanted to share that with you as a fun Friday item to help learn people how to communicate, what form of communication, or is no communication better? I don't know. Maybe one's a supreme gamer person. Who knows? But you can do a very simple game. I will report out what game I pick and all that next week, so you can also take some learning from it. But if you try it, let me know. Anyway, all right, you gotta get going. Fortune Cookie Friday. We're all down to last 2 chocolate fortune cookies because I had not been to the store to get more fortune cookies yet, and I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that today on my way home. But Fortune Cookie Friday, this is where the Agile accountants send us a note, packaged in a fortune cookie, sealed in the plastic, sealed in a cookie, and in this case, sealed in a cookie, and then sealed again in chocolate. Ooh, poor Bubbles can't eat this. Uh-oh. She just woke up. Oh, no. She's over here nice and quiet until I broke the cookie open. She's like, ooh, what's that? Is that a fortune cookie? My favorite. All right, Bubbles. Ooh, I like this one. Never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter. Never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter. I'm going to say, I want to reflect on this when I did the interview with Andy Mood, and we're talking about triggers and how do you got to, and every one of the coaches say about getting yourself out of the emotional state. You have to be able to pick up when you're on an emotional state to not respond while you're in an emotional state, right? You need to decompress from the trigger, step back, then express what you're doing or what you're doing. Don't let your emotions dictate what you're about to say, right? I got a couple things I'm doing that right now. Someone told me one thing and I'm like, what? That makes absolutely no sense. But I said, I will follow up on it and I will do it. And I was very non-emotional in my response. So never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter. So if you don't like something, don't like spit it out, right? Think about why, share some reasoning and everything, and do some thought process on that. So never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter. It's a good one, just in general. If you're really mad about something or you're upset about something, you're emotional, drained on something that's going on, it may not be work related, maybe something outside work related. Be careful what you say and be careful that you're letting that bitterness creep into your response and do that. Bubbles, what are you doing? You can't have these. No, I'll get you something else. She's like, you can't see her. There she is. There's the cat. She's trying. She's looking for the fortune cookie. So I have in my hand. No, Bubbles. No chocolate for you. I don't want you to die. All right, Bubbles, we got to go. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Happy scrumming. Enjoy your weekend. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm so far behind. It's ridiculous. But I hope you get to see Anton's video. We got 2 more in the hopper that I got to process, but they'll be coming out the next 2 weeks. And I'm just building that up. If you want to be on the show, send me a note. Happy to do an interview and share with what you got in the agile and business community. With that, I say take care. Have a great day. Enjoy. And WrestleMania is here in Philadelphia. It's kind of crazy. Take care, everyone. Bye.